What's up everyone, I am T-Man with T-Man's Reviews, and today I'm going to be opening up the Blink Sync Module 2. Now, in my last video I opened the Blink mini security cameras, and they were great, but I was in the honeymoon period. I had the trial of the Amazon subscription enabled, which was essentially, endless video downloads as well as being able to check on my cameras day or night from the app. So that's all nice and good for the 30 days while the trial was active, but once it was deactivated, the cameras didn't really do as much as I was kind of hoping for. So a lot of that has to do with the storage, which the cloud subscription provides cloud storage, which is nice. I was pretty tempted to just shell out the $10 a month for the Amazon subscription, but I thought, hey, what the heck? Let's try one of these Sync Module 2s and see if we can actually just store all of that video footage locally, and that way I'm not paying extra money every month on a subscription. I'm not too sure how it works. There's not really a whole lot of information out there about the Sync Module 2, at least not a lot that I could find, so hopefully this video is helpful. If it is helpful, feel free to like it and subscribe, if you're feeling generous today. If not, that's okay too. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Here we have the Sync Module 2. We have the module itself, a USB cable, as well as a little brick to plug into the outlets. I also got an outlet mount for the Sync module. I figured since it's going to be plugged in at all times, it might be a good idea to have a mount for it. And everything that comes with the outlet mount is going to be this special USB cable. Of course, we have the outlet mount itself. And it also comes with a special USB that fits into the Sync module. 256 gigabytes. Not bad. Plenty of space for footage. Alright, let's go ahead and start getting this on the outlet. First, I'll snap in the Sync module into the mount. It looks like actually I missed a piece of plastic that is wrapped around the Sync module, so let me get that. Now we'll go ahead and snap it into the outlet mount. Let's see, this USB cable is going to be plugged into the bottom of the Sync module, just like this. And the USB cord is going to hook into the power brick, which is going to be holding up the mount like so. So that looks sturdy enough. We'll go ahead and plug that in. Let's get the USB stick in there. Alright, now that looks ready to plug in. Let's hope for the best. Without a subscription, the Blink app limits you to motion alerts and live view for the mini cameras. Unfortunately, the doorbell is in event response only. Let's go ahead and add the Sync module to our camera system. So we'll select the Sync module option, And then we are going to need to unclip the Blink module in order to scan the QR code. So let's do that. Then we'll clip it back in and add it to our camera system. We'll repeat the steps we took with our mini cameras. We'll start by discovering the device, and then we'll pair it to our Wi-Fi network. Once paired, it'll take a minute to connect, and then it'll update the firmware automatically. The module is now added to our system, and the first question it asks is if we want to connect our doorbell to the sync module, so I'll go ahead and say yes. Next, we'll need to ring the doorbell in order to wake it up for the changes to take effect. And we'll wait for the doorbell to be added to our system. Once added, I spent some time looking around the app to try and figure out how exactly the sync module worked, at least for local storage, and I wasn't having too much luck. I went into each camera's settings and ensured that motion detection was enabled. Even so, I wasn't getting the option for motion recording, which is kind of what I thought the sync module would allow us to do. When I open the clips section, I'm being met with the same screen saying that no clip has been recorded and prompting me to get a Blink storage plan. I can open live view, but that's nothing new and something we could do without the sync module. What I came to learn after several hours of tinkering with the app and removing and re-adding cameras to my system is that the first thing you'll want to do really is go into the sync module through your Blink app. Once there, go into local storage and ensure that your USB is recognized. My big mistake was I plugged in the sync module with the USB already attached and didn't give it a chance to either be formatted or be recognized by the sync module after the fact. So don't do what I did, and just make sure you go into local storage and ensure that the USB is recognized. So let's reinsert the USB storage drive. As you can see, the sync module picks it up right away. We can also see all of the cameras on our system here, and we can see that only 1% of our 256 gigabyte storage drive is being taken up, so that will take a while to fill up. If we go back to the main page and click on the clips section, we'll now get a notification stating that we have both cloud and local storage available to us. You don't have access to cloud storage without a subscription, but you do have access to local storage with the sync module. We don't have any clips available at the moment because we haven't armed our system, so let's do that. Once armed with motion recording enabled, clips will begin saving to the sync module in our clips folder, and they'll be saving to the USB storage drive as well. The best part about it is even though the files are saving locally to the USB, we're still able to watch the recorded events back through the app, and this is just a game changer if you don't have a subscription. Without a subscription, there's no recording at all. You have the live view and you get motion alerts, and that's it. So being able to add this piece of equipment to your camera system and being able to have the ability to record and play back motion events, it's extremely nice. I'm definitely excited about the sync module 2 in that it was actually able to help us, those of us without a Blink subscription. It makes the camera system usable again, which is great. I'll probably end up messing with the camera settings a little bit more, just so I make sure I'm only recording the events that I really need. The indoor cameras don't need to be armed 24/7, so that's one change we can make. But those are settings that are going to be kind of individual to your camera system and how much footage and which footage you want to keep. the last thing I wanted to show is that we are able to eject the USB drive and view the files on our computer. So let's do that. Okay, here we are on my computer. So I'll go ahead and insert the USB storage. And sure enough, it brings up our USB drive, and as you can see, we have a Blink and a Blink backup. I don't think the Blink backup is going to help us very much without a subscription. As you can see, I open it up and there's no footage in this folder. However, if I go into the Blink folder, this top level folder is the year and month, then the day of the month, and then here are our recordings for the day. All 6 of them that we've gathered this morning, which is pretty good considering I armed the system just this morning. So that's actually very nice. I like that the sync module actually is a solution as far as storage for users that don't want to pay for a subscription. That's really nice. That's really neat. Let's go ahead and look back at one of these just to make sure it's playing all right. Very nice. Looks good. Go to the next one. Very good. And if I wanted to, I could drag these into another folder. Maybe I have a folder specifically for motion events on my computer, so I could move it easily into that folder. Or I think Blink actually does a pretty good job of keeping everything organized by date and day. So it might just keep this kind of folder structure and just copy the whole folder over to maybe my desktop or another folder. I'll just, for the sake of the demonstration, I'll just go ahead and copy the folder to my desktop. So didn't take very long. And now I have all of these videos local on my computer. I could send them in an email, I could save them, edit them in a video. I think now at this point I can go ahead and actually delete the October 22 folder from Blink. Yes, we'll go ahead and delete it, and we'll go ahead and eject that. So we're able to store the motion events from our Blink camera system onto the sync module, and this is a great solution for people who don't have a subscription but would like at least the option to look back on video events. This could be important if you're away from your home for extended periods, or you just want to know who was at your doorbell earlier in the day. I think it's super useful for that, and as you could see, I was able to view all of those saved clips to the sync module in the Blink app. I think that's a really awesome feature, and I think for the price, I would highly recommend that anyone without a Blink subscription should definitely give this product a try. As you can see, I'm totally on my own network, my own camera system. Nothing is being backed up to the cloud, which obviously some people might want. It's a little bit more convenient, but if you have the time to maybe set up an extra device for storage, then I think this could actually be a really good addition to anyone else's Blink camera system. So I'll go ahead and link the Blink Sync Module 2 as well as the outlet mount. And yeah, I hope it helps you as much as it's going to help me. Like I said at the beginning, I really don't like subscriptions if I can avoid them. So the Blink Sync Module 2 makes the Blink camera system workable enough, usable enough to where you don't actually need that subscription. So you can, save the extra 10 bucks a month, buy yourself coffee, buy yourself something nice, send it my way. No, I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, thank you guys so much for watching. I am T-Man with T-Man's Reviews. See you next time.